between Colby Covington and Israel Adesanya. All right, so here he is, the inimitable last style bender, Israel Adesanya, still undefeated as a mixed martial artist. DC, you tried to bring him in to emulate John Jones back in the day, and he's such a meticulous, thoughtful guy that he said no because Luke Rocco was in that gym and he thought he might have to fight him.
He knew that at some point he would reach Luke Rocco in his division, so he said, you know what? I want to help you, DC, but I can't because of what's going to happen going forward in my career. He did not want to put Luke or himself in such an awkward situation. How about forward thinking? How about forward thinking that would have come to pass only a few short years later? But in Israel Adesanya, you also have the mentality, but the fighting ability to become a UFC champion in only 12, 13 months.
He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date, can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. We send it inside the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Colby Chaos Covington.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch gloves, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch gloves and we are underway.
You ready?
Well, huge buzz for this fight as round 1 is now underway. A clash of styles in some respects between a grappler and a 5-tool player type, but certainly the more well-rounded fighter has no problem. Oh! Diving punch lands. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. And he landed the right hand there. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Adesanya's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here. love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, it's tight.
Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Sound strike on the ground. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. .37 total strikes have landed for Colby Covington. Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done.
Big powerful punch land. Now he gets back to range.
Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Adesanya. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Then both guys really throwing with authority.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Round two underway.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one out? Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance.
Right there, the seminal blow of the fight.
I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
Covington goes for the clinch here, and this is just a means by which to recover. He is stunned. Big head kick. Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, just out of range with that right hand. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't...
That one appeared to stun him.
What a fantastic...
Whoa! Back to the feet. Oh, he might be out.
Oh.
46 total strikes and counting have now landed for Colby Covington. And still above 50%, landing with 56% accuracy against Israel Adesanya. Covington gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Close guard. strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Adesanya. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Good work from the top here by Covington.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Side control now. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Covington. Adesanya's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
This thing's all healing, man. Knock him down, you're gonna knock him down again.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the one that lands perfect, and that one landed perfect.
Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
Adesanya gets the tie clinch here, and they separate.
Good takedown defense by Israel.
Just missed with the straight left hand. Oh, outstanding placement as he lands the knee to the body. Again, the taller fighter. Oh, he's hurt.
Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh!
Put him to sleep.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Gotta be careful, armbar. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle.
This might just be a matter of time. So he submits him with the armbar. How about that?
Great job, great performance. He's done, he's done.
Yeah, that is some high-level Brazilian jiu-jitsu right there. Just the way he transitioned to secure the arm up against his body and ultimately force the tap. High-level stuff out of that young man here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
Well, it's one thing to earn a UFC title. It's another thing to get it done emphatically the way he did tonight. The undisputed UFC welterweight champion, your winner by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 48 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Israel the Last Style Bender Adesanya.
Well, he came in a confident #1 contender. He leaves as the undisputed best welterweight in the world, and I say that because he didn't just come in here and wrest the belt away from the champion. He submitted the guy, and rather emphatically. So you're looking at him, that is the new UFC welterweight champion, and as